All right, let's do it. All right, well, hey guys, thank you so much for joining us on today's session. I'm super excited to be joined by Joe O'Grady. Joe, what's up? And this is a topic I really love. Being a marketing guy, plumbing, HVAC, SEO, we're always focused on how do you get more leads, how do you be more dominant online, how do you generate better revenue. And a lot of times, as I work with our clients and I work with the people that we deal with, they're so focused on revenue that they lose track of profit. And really, at the end of the day, the reason we run our businesses, the reason we exist, is to serve clients and to do good work, but really is to generate a profit. And so over the last couple of years, we've been working more closely with Joe O'Grady. He's been able to come down and spend time with our team to help our account managers and strategic partners serve our clients better. And just in spending that time with him and getting a sense for how he interacts with plumbing, HVAC, electrical companies, I identified there's some really interesting things that he does that helps to really maximize profitability. And so I wanted to have him on to really just talk about what it is that he does and how you, as the owner of a plumbing, HVAC, electrical, home services business, can really maximize your profit. And selfishly, we know that when you get those metrics right, and you generate better results, your marketing works better. You're happier with us as your internet marketing service provider. So selfishly, that's why we have Joe here. It makes us look better, and it makes you operate better and get much better profitability and better results. So with that said, super excited to hand it off to Joe and let you run with it from here.
All right. Well, Josh, again, I want to thank you guys at Plumber and HVAC SEO. You have been so instrumental in our growth and in helping us to build a business that we're super passionate about. If I get a little intense today, it's because we're passionate. We are super passionate about profits. And before I start the webinar and actually get into a slideshow, I just want to share with Josh, with you and the folks out there. We just did a 6-month review of some of our members who are coming up on the 6-month mark. And I am super excited to say that every single one of them, 100%, is more profitable today than they were 6 months ago.
That's great. That's awesome.
I am psyched. I am super psyched. So, again, I'm excited to be here. I'm passionate about this stuff. It's just good stuff. So I'm going to share my screen, right?
Yep.
And get started with the webinar. So, can everybody, I guess the screen is up now, Josh? Can you see it?
It's up. We're seeing it.
Awesome sauce. So we're going to talk about how to maximize your profits with KPIs, which are key performance indicators, and KTIs. And Josh, are you keeping an eye on the chats to see if anybody has any questions?
Yep, I'll be watching that and kind of interjecting as it makes sense throughout the webinar.
Yeah, because if somebody has a question, I hate for them to wait to the end. I want you to just dive in, ask the question, and I'm pretty good at answering it right then and there.
Great.
Okay, so here's my promise to you. We're going to show you today how to increase your profits in your plumbing, electrical, or HVAC business, make more money, keep more money, and have more freedom. And we're going to do it, we're going to show this to you in a way you don't have to waste any of your hard-earned financial resources. You really don't. You probably have the tools you need right now to do this. So let's dive right in. All right. If you stay to the end, okay, I am going to give you a gift, a free gift. It's a value of $630. I'm going to give it to you for free. So stay to the end. Now, we're going to do a little housekeeping stuff here, okay? I want everybody to turn off their cell phones, turn off Facebook. Look, turn it off, off. And if you're in the plumbing, electrical, or HVAC business, and you really want to get better results, pay attention. Take notes, ask questions, okay? Because I believe that any one gold nugget you get today can help change your business life. I want you to be here now. Now, one other bit of housekeeping. I am a bit of an HR nightmare. And there are times I get so passionate, I say things that are inappropriate, and I apologize right now for it. And if it gets to be too excessive for you, just type in the comments, Josh has no problem telling me to tone it down, and I will do my best. I apologize now. But this will give you an idea of what we're thinking, okay? This is a bullshit-free zone, and I am not going to apologize for the inconvenience. I'm going to be upfront and real with you, and I expect you to be upfront and real with me. If there's something you don't agree with, you don't understand, call on it, hit the buzzer, boom, stop, Joe, tell me what's going on, and I promise you I will. I see a bunch of comments going on. Anything I should answer to, Josh?
No, just people still kind of saying hi and glad to be here. Okay. There is a question about what a KTI is, which I'm sure we're going to be jumping into very soon.
Yeah, we're going to get to that. So why should you even bother listening to me, except for the fact that I look like Mr. Potato Head combined with Goldberg the wrestler? That's an interesting reason to listen to me as well. But I've been an entrepreneur for many years. My first business was actually a DJ company right out of high school. Then, for years I worked for Clockwork Home Services. It's a small home service company. Well, actually, it's the largest in America right now. They own Mr. Sparky Electric, 1 Hour Heating and Air, and Benjamin Franklin. Then I went to work at one of the units, and I ran a multi-unit, $11 million plumbing and HVAC business. I was the director of operations, the self-proclaimed director of awesomeness. So we had a unit in Folsom, California, one in Reno, Nevada, and one in Las Vegas. I have easily trained well over 300 technicians on systems and procedures, and most of them increasing their KPIs by over 20%. I have worked with hundreds of companies, owners, service managers, technicians, CSRs, office managers, working on KPIs, excuse me, and KTIs. So, I want you to close your eyes for a minute and imagine what it would be like if your company was operating like a well-oiled machine. You had clear indicators of every area of your company. Every single one of your team member knew what was expected of them, and they were moving towards the same goal. And, most important aspects of your company are going to be improving on a consistent, ongoing basis. Your bottom line profits rise, and you can live a better lifestyle. Now open your eyes. Wouldn't that be a beautiful thing? I know it would be for me. So here's proof. 400,000 to 1.2 million in 9 months. How did I do it? Well, I started with 5 technicians and a negative 8% monthly. That means every month, no matter how much money we made, we were losing 8% every month. I instantly fired 3 techs and hired 2 more, so I then had 4 technicians. I created KPI tracking in all areas of the company. So many times I see people worried about their dashboard, and they look at what their technicians are doing, but they forget their CSRs are their first line of defense. They forget that their service managers have to have KPIs as well. And as owners, who holds you accountable? Oh, it's not the Wild West out there. So we created these KPIs for every area of the company. And I tracked them and started analyzing them, and I found very significant trends. I turned those KPIs, key performance indicators, into KTIs, key training indicators, and I started training on what was needed instead of the shotgun effect. Oh, let's just throw some training out there and hope somebody gets it. 9 months later, we were at 1.2 million, and we were at 21.4% net profit. It was a miracle. Woo! It wasn't a miracle. It was logic. We just figured out that KPIs are great to say, all right, this is what your company is doing, but if you analyze them and you use them to train your people more effectively, you're going to get more out of them. And I'm going to show you how. So here's what we're going to cover today. What gets measured gets worked on, okay? Main KPIs and KTIs you should be tracking, and there are tons of them, but the main ones. And now, if it isn't written, it isn't real, but get this. If it isn't written and seen, it isn't real. There's no sense writing policies and procedures if you don't train on them, okay? You need to have some kind of a visual dashboard. And if you create clear KPIs and you train, laser focus your training, these things will identify the areas you need improvement on and the ones that will make the biggest impact on your bottom line. And I don't care what you say. I love what I do. I'm passionate about what I do. I love our members. I love helping them. But it's about profit. We're all in business for a profit. So it's going to make the biggest impact on your bottom line. All right, let's talk about one. What gets measured, what gets worked on, right? What KPIs are you currently tracking? What's your CSR conversion rate? Most companies I've talked to, they always tell me my CSRs are awesome, man. They're easily 80+%. Well, guess what? They're not tracking it, so they're probably way off. I'm gonna kind of let you in on a little personal item. I have a 23-year-old autistic son. I love him to death, great guy, funny as could be, but guess what? He still believes in Santa Claus. And we know that shit's not real. If you're not truly tracking it, guess what? Chances are you're just a wee bit off. So KPI stands for Key Performance Indicator. KTI stands for Key Training Indicator. Why would you track it? KTIs give you a visual representation of the performance of your team. I can't tell you how many times you pull up a dashboard and it's got graphs and all this stuff, and I ask somebody to pull a figure, and it takes them 5 to 10 minutes to give me that number. Wouldn't it be great to just look and go, okay, that's not working. Okay, that's working. You have to analyze and plan your training more effectively. The days of tactical over strategic are over. Part of the reason a lot of companies get themselves in trouble is they wait till it's too late, and then they tactically go after what they conceive to be the problem, instead of analyzing things on a daily, weekly basis and strategizing how to effectively nip it in the bud. Stop the defensive mode. It allows you to be strategic and proactive. Now also, this helps you create a team culture. Surveys have been done about unhappy employees, and one of the top 5 reasons an employee is unhappy is because they don't know what doing a good job is. They have no clue what doing a good job is. If your team knows, here are the benchmarks, and they see themselves every day, they can self-correct every day, it helps create a better team culture. This is going to show you specific areas your team needs training, and you can find out the issues before they become big problems. Pretty simple. So here are some of the KPIs you should be tracking. CSR conversion ratio should be 85% or better. Technician conversion rate should be 75% or better. Now, average ticket is different depending upon your geographic location and the field you're in, electrical, plumbing, HVAC, okay? Now you have blended averages, and that includes install with service, which I prefer, especially with plumbing, all right? Because the only real big installs you're doing are maybe saw cut sewer lines or putting in or repiping a house. You know, with HVAC, you've got a definitive line of service and then install. For those of you who have maintenance programs, you want your ratio to be between 25 and 40% of sale Because if you're going to sell that business, I can tell you right now, the first thing they're going to look at is your maintenance plan customer. So you really better have a lot of them, and you better keep them happy. It's the sign of a healthy company. Okay, can real quick, can you guys type in if you do or do not have maintenance plans, and just kind of give me an idea, like Josh, take a look and see if some do, some don't.
So Jonathan says we don't. Mike says we do. Andrea, we do. Yeah, a lot of we do's. Yes, 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 yes. We do, we do, we do. What is a maintenance plan? Yes, yes, yes. You're talking about a membership plan. So
Yes.
good feedback.
Yeah,
Thanks, guys.
yes. And there's a question in there, I see.
Let's see if I can find it. Thanks for all the feedback, guys. This is awesome. The question I think was, are you talking about a membership? That's the
Yes. All right. Yeah, membership plan.
great feedback, guys. I would say for the most part, people are saying they do have membership plans.
Awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. By the way, just so you know, yes, as sick as it is, I believe at one point that I did make up that phrase, awesome sauce, and I was a little disheartened to hear that Hampton Inns coined it before I did.
Hate to burst the bubble, Joe. So there's a question, and then it says, can you explain tech conversion?
Okay, tech conversion is when a technician goes out to a call, he runs a call, but he doesn't sell anything. So, well, let's say he does. He runs 10 calls, and he only sells 5. In other words, 5 people move forward with work. That's a 50% conversion. Did that clear up that question? Was that the answer? Did you get it?
Yeah, I think that probably answered. If not, let us know in the comments. So they understand CSR conversion is what percentage of the calls that come into your office via leads get booked out into the job. The tech conversion rate is what percentage of those jobs they turn into revenue. Average ticket is self-explanatory. Someone was asking if you could explain one more time the maintenance program sales ratio.
So if I believe every call is an opportunity. So if a tech goes out on 10 calls, and even though and there are times when you can actually, a tech can enroll somebody in a maintenance program, but they won't move forward with the work for whatever reason, okay? Every call they go on is an opportunity. So if they go out on 10, and 5 of them enroll on a maintenance plan, that's a 50% conversion for the maintenance.
Yeah, I think that answers that question. And so Ryan Blanton, what's up? Thanks for joining us. Says so we.
I've been trying to get a hold of your dad. Tell your dad to call me.
He says that we have a membership plan giving discounts and a free inspection, but what is an effective maintenance program for a plumbing company?
So, Ryan, that's a great question, not to be answered on this webinar, but because your dad owes me a phone call, why don't you guys give me a call, and I guarantee I'll walk you through the whole thing. Promise.
He says sounds good.
All right.
All right,
All right, let's move on. So we're going to take an example. This was a company I had met a little over a year ago, and when I first talked to them, they swore to me that their techs were closing at 80%, and their CSRs were converting at 100%. Okay? Swore to me. Swore up and down. I made them do a board, and this is what happened. So I want you to take a look at this board. Obviously, it's the technician name on the far left. The next column is the number of calls that they ran. The next column is the calls they actually closed and got money on. Then their conversion rate, the amount of money they brought into the company, and their average ticket, and how many maintenance plans they had sold. So, does that look like they did 80% or better? Take a look at these 3 technicians. okay? They were given the most jobs, and when I asked them why, I was told, these are my most experienced techs. Brad, Jeff, and Wayne have been with us the longest, and they are the most experienced technicians we have. Well, I don't know about you, but this is like my son believing in Santa Claus. This shit ain't working. Look, Brad, a $271 average ticket, okay? That is BS. Jeff, an 8% conversion rate, an $80 average ticket. Wayne, 40%, $124 average ticket. Come on, guys, that's ridiculous. But they didn't even know it because they didn't look at it. Now look at these three guys. These are three of their newest technicians. These are three guys that are making the company the most money, yet they're denying them the calls. I don't know about you, but if I ran this company, Brandon, Clay, and Josh would be on more calls. Wouldn't you agree? I'm pretty sure you would.
Hey, and Joe, Jonathan's asking if you can kind of explain what each column is, just real quick, because it's hard to look at it without seeing the header.
Yeah. So obviously the technician name. The next column is the amount of calls they ran. Then is the amount of calls they closed with a dollar amount. Meaning ticket, they sold something. Their conversion rate. Then their average the amount of money they brought in from those tickets, and then the average ticket. And the last column is how many maintenance plans they sold.
Perfect.
Good?
Is that for a week or is that for a month?
You know what? This was over a year ago. I think this might have been for a week. Yeah, or maybe it was 2 or 3 weeks. I don't remember. I'll be honest, I don't remember. I just remember when he did the board, took a picture of it, shot it over to me, and called me right away and said, oh shit, I was wrong. Listen, it's okay. It's okay to believe in Santa Claus. Me personally, I like to see the numbers. So, item 2, if it isn't written and seen, it's not real. So let's take where are your KPIs posted? Can your team see them? Most plumbing and HVAC and electrical owners think, I have all the data on my system, whether it's Service Titan, House Call Pro, whatever, so I know those numbers. Well, if they're not color-coded, up to date in front of your team, how do they know what standards you're holding them to? They can't improve. They don't know what you need them from them. I mean, look at this. You look at this dashboard. It's beautiful. As an owner, I love it. But it's going to take anyone watching this right now about 2 minutes to figure out what's going on and where the problem is. Same with this dashboard. Shit, where's the problem? Come on, somebody tell me how I'm going to train my techs. Tell me. Tell me. Look, I love Service Titan. Okay, great. They'll put your tech scorecards up in order. Well, what about, find out what they need to be trained on. How do you know? Okay. This is our technician KPI board. It's dry erase. It's color-coded. Red is bad, green is good. It's very simple. Red is bad and green is good. I can look quickly and see, hey, Tech 1, Tech 3, they need a little bit of help, don't they? With clear KPIs and KTIs, everything in your business can and will improve.
Hey, Joe.
Yep.
Sorry to interrupt. Craig Filipich, what's up, man? Great to have you with us. Is asking, do you put all these guys in the same trade on one board, or would you separate like plumbing, HVAC, electrical, remodeling, because it's different metrics?
Yeah, so it is different. So if I had a multi-unit trade, I would have a board for each one. Absolutely. Because it is different for each one. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think it's cool that you showed, you kind of showed, yeah, you can get a lot of this data in a system like Service Titan or one of these other systems. But the fact is, there's power in writing it, and there's power in putting it out in a physical format so that everybody sees and everyone. So just sorry to break your flow, but I wanted to kind of leave you back where you left off.
No, you're good, buddy. Yeah, it makes such a difference to the culture of the company, the camaraderie of the technicians, to be able to see what they're doing and self-correct. So, what about your CSRs, you know? What about them? Do you track and show them what they're doing? Your CSR should have a board. It should be updated every day. Now, CSR is a little different because, you know, your CSR board helps you with your marketing, okay? Let's kind of take a look at a CSR board now. It's a little bit different because the top part is tracking your call, goal, and volume. The middle part is tracking your marketing. And the bottom is tracking your straight up CSR and where you need to work and what you need to do to improve it. So if you have a booking efficiency problem, you have to check your marketing funnels and start outbounding to fill with maintenance calls. You need to fill those spots. Your techs have to be running calls. And you should know how many calls they need. Plus, how many times have your techs gone and left estimates and nobody follows up on it? If I'm looking at my board and I see Tuesday and Wednesday I need calls, I'm going back and I'm calling up those estimates to see if I can get someone else in there to give them a second opinion, okay? Because I want to get that call. I want to book that spot. If you're having problems, right, and you're booking too many maintenance calls because you just need to fill space, you're not booking enough service calls, and you're getting too many callbacks and warranties, right? Usually the problem here are your marketing funnels, right? You have to call your marketing company, call Josh up and go, hey, we need to up the ad spend, or we need to do some more of something, and they'll adjust it to fill that volume. The phone works both ways, folks, and the only way that your marketing company can have a good, solid working relationship is if you're tracking this stuff from your end and relaying the information to them, and they can then put together a strategic plan to bring up your call volume. Okay?
Hey, Joe, Patty is asking, hey, Patty, can you define booking efficiency?
Okay, so booking efficiency, right? If you have, let's say, 5 techs, and you know that your tech should be closing at 75%, you need 4 calls a day per tech, right? That's 20 calls a day for those techs. So your goal for your booking efficiency is 20 calls. If you only have 17 calls booked, you're only at an 85% booking efficiency. No bueno, Patty. No. Did that answer your question, Patty?
She says thank you. And then Mark asks, do you track demand calls separately from project management work? I believe that's what that PM work means.
Yeah, so that's down here. You can call PM work, you know, warranty or whatever, maintenance calls, okay? And you really should be running your calls on a daily basis at 60% demand. So service is like demand, less than 25% maintenance, and callbacks and warranties at less than 15, 5 on callbacks, 10 on warranty work. So yes, I'm tracking all of it. Because if I run my board efficiently and I have 60% of my calls demand calls, 25% or less are maintenance calls, and 5% or less are callbacks, 10% of warranties, I am now operating efficiently. And that's what I want to do. Did that answer the question?
He says he was referring to the first board, but I think that was a helpful distinction regardless. I think he was talking about the tech conversion average ticket board, whether that you should separately track your project maintenance type work versus your standard demand work.
Actually, keep that on the same board, because if you have a technician that's selling, why would you put him on your project? That's bitch work. Why would you take a tech who can sell and put him on your project? Absolutely, I would. And obviously, your CSRs. This is going to track to see if you have too many, not enough, but also if they're not converting at 85% or better, you got to do call-by-call coaching. You have to run CSR training at least twice a week. These are the people that are absolutely your first line of defense. Stop neglecting them. Stop it. Give them the best training you can. Now, technicians, we've analyzed this, and we've looked at this. If you have problems, now listen carefully. If you have problems with your conversion ratio, chances are they're not creating a relationship with the customer. They're not asking enough relationship building questions. By the way, I don't mean things like, oh, that's a beautiful painting, or I like your car, nice dog, oh, what a beautiful house. No, things like, how long has this problem been going on? Has it ever happened before? Real meat and potatoes, get to the problem, don't try and sell shit question. They're not taking the time to provide value, and they're not even asking for the order. Therefore, the customer doesn't like or trust them. And these are all training indicators. You can actually train someone on these points. Therefore, it will bring up their conversion ratio. If you're having problems with average tickets, usually the problem is they're not doing a full system inspection. They're just broke fix-it guys. They're not giving solution-based options. You're giving good, better, best. Cadillac Bandit. Look, the 50s are over. I studied under Zig Ziglar years and years ago, and I got to tell you, he was the smartest man, but the customer he was selling to is very different from the customer we're going to today. Now, a lot of times, you know as well as I do, the techs do not believe in the price. Because here's what a tech does. Tech goes, I get paid this much, and the parts cost this much. Why do we charge this much? Because you're running a business, and you have to explain that to the technician. They have to buy in, believe in the price. They also have to believe in themselves. Are they worth it? Are they worth that money? If they don't feel that they're worth it, customer's going to feel it and not trust them. Okay? Again, specific training issues. You know what? Do me a favor. I want to get just a yes. I don't need to know how many people train their technicians consistently on options, giving good options. Let me see how many people out there, really do that.
Lots of yeses coming in. We do. Yes, yes, yes.
Yep. No, we want to. Oh, I can handle the options, Craig. I can handle the options.
You can't handle the options.
All right, great. Now, for those of you who have maintenance programs, which I think is so important to any HVAC, plumbing, even electrical company, chances are if you have low conversion there, your technicians don't believe in the program. I asked my techs one day, how come you guys aren't, offering the maintenance program? They said, because it's bullshit. I said, it's only bullshit to you because you're a plumber. Fix your own stuff. Your customer can't. Okay? So I actually had my technicians go to each other's homes and do a free maintenance inspection on each other's homes. Oh my God. That Monday's meeting was awesome sauce. They talked so much trash about each other. One of my technicians had a P-trap under the sink that was broken and taped up with regular duct tape and had a bucket under it. Really? What kind of plumber are you, dude? Believe me, the customer wants to know, hey, can you take care of this, and are you going to be my plumber for life? They don't understand the benefits, and here's how you can tell. Ask any one of your technicians, what are the benefits of our maintenance plan? First thing they're going to say is the discount. If they say that it's the discount first, they don't understand the true benefits to the customer, and you have to explain it and teach them how to provide value. All right, laser focus your training, and you're going to increase your profits. It's that simple. Now watch this. Who wants to take things to the next level? Put, I'm ready. Let me hear it. I'm ready. Who's ready? All you gotta do is type in, I'm ready. Ryan's ready.
Here they come.
Come on, I'm ready. Who's ready?
We're ready. They're all ready.
Right.
Tons of readies. Go ahead, Joe.
Let's see what utilizing these KTIs can do for your company. We're going to create an imaginary company. Let's say monthly they get 240 calls in, but their CSRs are only converting at 60%. Math and logic tell us only 140 leads will get ran, okay? Now, let's say their techs are only converting at 50%. Logic tells us out of 144, only 72 sales will be made. If the average ticket is only $350, guess what? You're only going to do $25,000 net that month. Does everybody understand the math in this business formula?
Yeah, one question that Matt asked a little bit earlier, Joe, was for the average tech conversion rate. So he's saying every time you send out a tech, you're going to get some type of service job out of it. Is he feels like he might be missing something there.
Well, okay, so you may get now if your tech is going out, are you time and material or flat rate?
Put it in, Matt, if this is a question you asked and all these yeses came in, I just wanted to make sure we circled back to it. Flat rate.
Okay.
So he's saying every job results in revenue, so how could it not be 100%, I think is the question.
Well, then that is 100%. What's your average ticket?
It was Mark. I'm sorry, Mark.
Mark, what's your average ticket?
Not sure.
Well, if your average ticket's $350 or $150, no bueno, right? So, you can have 100% conversion rate. And usually when we see 100% conversion rate, it's because it's such a low average ticket. That's why.
Makes sense.
All right, so here are the numbers. Now, let's do a little bit of training. Let's just train our CSRs. And let's get them to 85%. That means 204 calls are getting ran. But your techs, they're still sucking wind. But guess what? They're going to sell more tickets because they're running more. Just by training your CSRs and getting them to a better level, you're now upping your monthly income by 10 G's. I don't know about you, but I could go for an extra $10,000 a month. Let's go a little deeper. Now we have our CSRs doing the right thing. Let's get our technicians converting at a higher rate. Now there's going to be 153 monthly sales, but their average ticket is still kind of low. You're still up to $53,000 a month. Okay? Now you're going to run on all cylinders just by training in certain areas. You're up to a $650 average ticket. Now you're up to $99,000. This is no joke, people. This is simple math. Just by training your CSRs, your technicians, and getting them to understand what it's like to really be a real technician and not have to sell anything, I'll tell you, a little bit goes a long way, folks. You just added 74,000 to your top line. Monthly, you took your $300,000 company to 1.1 or almost 1.2 simply by training and focusing on the things that matter and showing them what doing a good job is. Okay? I mean, it really is that simple. I just want to know at this point, are you getting any value so far, any gold nuggets from this webinar? I'd like to know that you're getting something out of it.
So Jonathan says yes. Bob says absolutely. Ben says massive. Joseph says yes. Udley says yes, you bet. Ryan says definitely. Man, I can't keep up with it. Greg says yes. Jason says yes. They're getting value, Joe. They like it. They like knowing the KPIs, the KTIs, the benchmarks. This is powerful stuff.
Yeah, you guys are I'm so passionate about helping people grow their profit that I don't want to waste your time. I can talk all day, obviously, but I don't want to waste your time, all right? So I'm glad you're getting value from it. Let's just review what we've covered. What gets measured gets worked on, right? The main KPIs and KPIs you should be tracking in your company. If it's not written, it's not real, and you better show it. It has to be seen. Visual dashboard, baby. Show them what they need to do. And if you are clear on your goals with your technicians, believe me, they will try and achieve those goals. They want to do a good job. All right, who wants to go to the next level? Say, take me there. Type it in. Take me there. Joe, take me there, baby. Shit, I think I need a little less caffeine.
All right, they're all putting take me there. Lots of take me there. Jamie, take me there. Udley's take me there. Mark, let's go. Mike, take me there.
All right, here we go. I'm going to introduce you to some folks, okay? I'm going to introduce you to the Service Profit Group. Now, they nicknamed me Mr. Potato Head. Some people say I look like Goldberg. I think it's like a combination. I've been doing this for many years, and you know what? I love what I do. I really do. I love coming out and doing training. For those of you who are on our Facebook page and you see my Facebook Lives, I love working with technicians, CSRs, business owners. I love it all. But my partner Phil is like the special sauce. I'm awesome sauce. Phil is the special sauce. Because Phil worked at a leading training company helping to design their online training portal, and he did it for us. I mean, Josh, we did a branded training for your company alone, right? What did you think of that training platform that Phil designed for you?
It was phenomenal. It's world class to know that our strategic partners can really understand the trade, understand what the results our clients are after, and be able to really learn from soup to nuts in a live-in format, which you gave us, and then on the online portal as we add new people and grow. So it was awesome.
Was it awesome sauce?
Awesome sauce.
I love it. I love hearing other people say it. And then we brought Jim on. Jim used to be the general manager when I was the operations director for my Reno division. And I just want to let you know something. When I first met Jim, with all the other techs and everything, and I came up there and showed them what I was going to do with the company, Jim basically said, yeah, right, and he created a betting pool that I'd be out of there in 2 months. Since then, Jim and I have become good friends. He was a phenomenal technician, you know, both plumbing and HVAC. He's a very smart, great general manager. We got along great. And when I got the opportunity to bring him into the consulting and training field, we were so lucky to snag him. So Jim I've known for many years. He's a funny guy. He's smart as all hell. I only hire smart people. Only smart people. And then there's Drew. One of the things that Josh said to me early on is, Joe, your passion and your energy are hard to duplicate, right, Josh?
I did say that, yep.
So I actually looked for someone who had the energy, the passion that I have, and I met this guy, Drew. And it just so happens he had dabbled in a little bit with communications and in the solar world, and understood that this blue-collar world of ours. So I was like, I got to get him. And Drew is new to our team, and we're so blessed to have him. Plus, he's young and good-looking, so he makes us look good. Then we partnered with people. These are people that are in this industry, so smart. Mario Campriano, one of the smartest guys I know, he runs an $8 million electrical company out of LA, and he does 31% net profit. He's a numbers guy. Whenever I don't know the answer, Mario can get it. Then we teamed up with Jamie Wilkie, someone else I used to know from my Clockwork days. Funny guy, smart, ran a Mr. Sparky, said, I'm out of here. Opened up Easy Air and Heat Greenville, and since 2015 just started crushing it. You know, he does $3 million in revenue, but he does high profit margins. As a matter of fact, one of the things I love about Jamie is October, November, December, and January, him and his wife get in this beautiful luxury motorhome and drive to Florida and just go around playing golf. They don't even deal with the business. That business runs itself. Another good friend of mine from the Ben Franklin days, Ron Williams. He has, since sold one of his companies. He has opened up a dual brand down in Ocean City, Maryland. He's kicking butt there. Right, first year he's going to do $2 million in revenue down there. He's just crushing it. Smart guy, love him. And then look at this guy, Josh Nelson. I do not ever tell anyone I know everything and I am a guru. And that is why I strategically partner with the smartest people in the industry. And I was so lucky to get into Josh Nelson's good graces. And Josh, I don't know if you know this, but I had to email you like 50 times because you don't answer emails, and I had to call you like 600 times to get you to answer the phone. But I am so glad you did, my friend, because the strategic partnership we have formed with you guys has been a blessing. And we thank you, and I thank you for helping us with marketing needs, and you guys are awesome stuff. Then there's Kathy Nielsen. We work with her on a per diem basis. She is like an expert with Service Titan, because I don't know Service Titan, and everybody's jumping on Service Titan. So she's like a Service Titan guru. So anybody needs help with Service Titan, you can get her through us. As you can see, we offer a super wide range of consulting and training options for every size company. We have $12, $15 million companies, and we have $1 million. We even have a company right now that's doing $600,000, and we're going to get them to $1 million this year. Take a look at this. Do you remember this board where basically you're having problems with your CSRs? Guess what? We have online and live training for your CSRs. Imagine being able to have your CSRs pass a course and be able to refer to training on a consistent basis, and live webinar, just like this, one-on-one with your CSRs, working directly with them. Remember this with your technicians? Guess what? Online and live training. We not only have online training for your techs, where we break down each piece of the service call, but we also do it live with them. We train entire companies with Zoom. Only the things that are tracked get worked on. And remember, stay to the end, because I'm going to give you a big, big bonus. We basically have training for your CSRs, your technicians, little in your marketing, management, and leadership. We do this with live CSR training, live technician training, live management training. We also just started a service manager's course that runs every Wednesday, live. Live leadership training, leadership and accountability every Tuesday. We don't have live online marketing training because Josh just won't let me use his people to do that yet. But don't worry, I'm working on it. We have online training classes, so your techs can do it online. We have weekly accountability sessions. Like I said, who holds you accountable? We do. Every Tuesday, accountability sessions. Webinar training, very similar to this. We can set it up at your convenience. On-site training. We are on-site every other week. All of our, like next week, I'm going to be in San Antonio. James is going to be in Dallas. We do on-site training with our members. We provide done-for-you KTI boards, dry erase, CSR, KTIs, and CSR and tech KTIs. We also provide you with custom quarterly training calendars. If it's not written and seen, it's not real. Just isn't. Business calculators, business forms, tons of value and stuff. Raciness. All right, here's it. Get a little serious, because we really pride ourselves on your profitability. We really want you to be more profitable. We believe that volume is vanity and profit is sanity. The more you keep, the happier we are. Okay? So let me ask you, if you can increase your revenue and get control of your time, increase your profit margin, be able to systematize your business so you're no longer held hostage. It's bullshit if you think you're not. If you had a team of consultants dedicated to your success that you could call 24/7 with any question, sometimes it's just to bounce an idea off of, what's that worth to you? I want at least one person to tell me what that's worth to them. One person. You had me at hello. I love you, Charlie. Nobody has a value for that. Because I'm looking to see if I need to raise my prices. So be careful what you put. All right. Here's the deal. You invested your time today. Your time is worth something. I know that. I respect that. So here's what we're going to do for you. We're going to give you one technician KTI board, 2 accountability sessions, 4 business webinars, finance, KTIs, operations, and leadership, and 1 month of full consulting membership. Got it? For $129. All of that for only $129. $630 savings. Not too bad for an hour's worth of your time. No, we are not crazy. I don't have hair, so I can't pull my hair out. But here's the deal, folks. I want you to take advantage of this because I know it works. I'm passionate. So if you take advantage of it today, we're also going to give you a one-on-one deep dive company performance evaluation free. That means we're going to look at your business as a whole, and we're going to gauge it on 18 different areas of your business to see where the problem areas are. And then we're going to show you the financial side of how much money you're losing in each area if you're losing any. It is such an eye-opening thing. Boom! Mind blown. We'll give you that for free. And if you want to take advantage of this, now, can they click that? I don't know if they can actually click that.
I can put this in the chat, guys. So if you want to jump on this, just click the link in your chat or type that in a separate browser.
Yeah, can you put that in the chat, please?
I did. Yeah, it's in the chat now.
All right, cool. Very cool. All right. Now, you can actually start implementing profit-producing changes right now. It doesn't take much to set up that KTI board and to actually start analyzing these things. We have the videos that actually show you how to analyze each section of the board, okay? Both CSR and the other. So from myself and Phil and everybody at the Service Profit Group and Josh, thank you. I want to thank you guys for your time, all right? And again, there's the link, Josh, if you post it up. I'd love to take questions. Does anybody have any questions?
Yeah, definitely. You know, you guys have been awesome with interaction here, so thank you. Put questions. Joe's very generous, so if you have questions about, you know, targets, about, you know, KTI boards, KPI boards, how to leverage it, now would be a great time to put those in. To me, the offer, you know, is a no-brainer, right? Even just to get that KTI board and be able to put it up on the wall and start tracking that stuff, it's a slam dunk.
Hey, Josh, I'd like to go one step further.
Okay.
Everybody get a pen and paper. Get a pen and paper. I want you to write this down. Ready? 941 894 9846. That is my personal cell phone number. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please call me. I have no problem answering the phone and answering your question. Absolutely. If for whatever reason you don't want to ask the question here, I get it. I totally get it. But give me a call, because that's how passionate I am about helping you guys. If there might be a question you have that hasn't been covered on this webinar, I'm more than willing to talk with you about it, because I want to help you. I want to see this industry do well. I'm sick and tired of these, you know, one-truck Johnnies who are running their business into the ground. I'm sick and tired of guys going home and their wives being sick and tired. Your wife should not be sick and tired. Your family should thrive. You are in one of the greatest industries there is. Stop selling yourself short and run it like a business. Stop feeling like you're doing the right thing and start strategically thinking, here's how I'm going to grow. Here's how I'm going to take care of my people. Because guess what? You have one employee, 2, 10, 20, 30, 60. You're responsible for their families. Don't screw it up.
So, I can attest to the fact that Joe answers his cell phone. You know, just in having him in our office during our trainings, he's very responsive for us. But you know, there's clients and members of his that are calling in, and he's like, "Hey, look, I need to take this." Very rarely will he even send somebody to voicemail, which is a unique trait in today's world. There's some great questions here, Joe. If you have a sec to kind of answer some of these.
I have all the time for you guys. Let's see. Well, actually,
So I'll kind of read them out to you.
Go ahead.
Sorry, were you right? You were saying something. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Question.
Okay, so Jonathan said, how do you handle techs that believe they shouldn't be salespeople?
They shouldn't be. Techs should be good technicians. So here's the deal. If a technician does a good job and goes to what kind of trade is he in?
Plumbing.
Okay, if a tech is called to a leaking toilet and he knows it's a tank to bowl kit, that's all that's needed. But it's a 60-year-old toilet. Don't you think he should check the water quality? Don't you think that some of the other appliances are bad? A technician should do a system inspection to find out what's causing the problem. That's a good tech. And come up with options, and hey, just present them. Here's what I found that's wrong. And we have a whole system for that, where we can show you how to get a customer to say, yeah, please do a system inspection. We have a way to say, here are some options for you. Okay? It's all there. Stop. I don't believe technicians should be salesmen. They should be damn good technicians, and stop being broke fix-it guys.
Good point. So Leonard has a great question. He's saying, this sounds great. Is it a long-term commitment, or is this month-to-month, or how does this work?
So here's the deal. It is month-to-month, but it should be a long-term commitment. Because I'll tell you what, this isn't just one and done. This isn't just, it's month-to-month. That's the quick answer. Okay, most of our members, 98% of our members have been with us since day one, and there's very little chance of them moving anywhere else.
That makes sense. So yeah, hopefully that answers your question, Leonard. Ryan,
I'm showing you like a small portion of what we do.
yeah. Ryan's asking, have you experienced any technicians that get upset when they look at the KPI board and see that the volume of calls that they're getting is less than the other guys?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So you have to discern whether they're getting the less calls because they're not good enough. Why are they getting less calls? And you have to dispatch for profits. Okay? Tex will always say he gets better calls than I do. Well, you need to do ride-alongs. And if you're not doing ride-alongs to coach them and show them why they're not getting those calls, then you're doing the disservice. You need to create a training platform that creates team culture. Yes, throwing that board up is only part of it. Absolutely. Absolutely. You have to create an entire training platform.
Good question, good answer. Matthew C is saying, is there a size company that's too small to make sense working with you and taking this offer?
That is a good question. Well, I can tell you this. In the long term, the minimum investment that a company can make with us is like $459 a month, right? And I believe that training should not be more than 3% of your gross revenue. So let me just figure that out because I'm a stunad when it comes to math without my calculator. So that comes to, I'll tell you, let's see, 4, 9, divided by 0.03. Yeah, any company under 200,000, not a good fit.
Good. Smart answer. Actually, I'm glad that you kind of thought that through. Charlie's asking, do you calculate the average ticket by dividing the total revenue by the total number of jobs?
So you have a true average and a training average.
Okay.
We divide it, and for those of you using ServiceTime, you'll notice they let you toggle between the both now. They used to not. We calculate their training average as the total job, the total number in by the jobs sold, not by the total jobs ran. That's a financial average. What that really shows you is how much money is left on the table. I don't care about that. I want to find out how to best train the tech and what they need help with.
Got it. Makes sense. Good question. Good answer. All right. So Craig, what's up? Thanks for joining us. Craig is saying, can we watch this webinar again? My service manager is going to be off till Monday. Would like for him to see it before I jump in. So I know I recorded it. Are you okay with me sharing this after the fact?
Share it with anyone. Unfortunately, the special offer that we offered with the deep dive has a countdown. So
Yeah.
when you look at that page, there's like a counter. They only have, and you know what? It's a fear of loss thing, and it helps us. Let's be honest. But you can still call me, and I can get you the KTI special just without the deep dive.
I mean, I would say it's $129. I would say, sign up for it to hold it because it's only available for 24 hours, even though that's a little bit of, like you said, scarcity stuff. But at the end of the day, I'm sure if for some reason you don't want to follow through on it, Joe would be glad to refund the money.
Absolutely. So Craig, who asked that question?
Craig Philippich from Meridian.
Craig, and what is Craig's position at the company?
He's one of the owners.
Craig, you're the owner, dude. Do you call your wife when you're out shopping to ask her what coupons to use? Come on, why would you ask your service manager? $129? If your service manager flips out, I'll refund you the money. How's that?
All right, so Jamie says, we let our technicians sell things like electronic air cleaners, dehumidifiers, air ducts. They only get credit if they complete the work. We, of course, want them to sell, but there are inefficiencies at installing stuff. What do you recommend to compensate them?
So are you performance-based pay or hourly? Or do you do hourly and bonuses?
That was Jamie Vaughn. So Jamie, answer that. I mean, I don't know the answer, to be honest. I'll see if he responds. What's the maintenance program sales ratio?
Oh, so it should be on a company that's just smooth sailing about 25%. If you're looking to grow the company or sell the company, you want to get it as high as 40%.
Okay, so that's that question. So Jamie says we're actually paying them an increased pay rate each week based on making more sales.
Okay, so you're giving them goals and bonuses, and they make more percentage if they sell more. But if they're not installing, you have an install crew. So you just have to make sure that your labor rate doesn't exceed 20%. Now this is a whole nother can of worms that we can help you with consulting. This is a whole different thing that we can help you with. This isn't like a one and done question. Absolutely, this is much deeper.
So this is pretty cool. I'm just reading down the comments now. Joey Suarez, what's up? Joey says best $129. Best $129 you can spend. Phil, your partner, makes the point that you're not actually committing to $129 a month. It's a one-time fee of $129, and you get to check it out for a whole month. It's not, recurring at that point. Let's see. Craig says he's only got $128. So he's not.
Craig, I'll lend you $1.
And then he writes, I'm in. So Craig's in. Awesome, Craig. Joey says he can't wait to see you. Jamie says, can you email us the video? Absolutely. So yeah, once this is done, assuming the recording all worked, and it should have, but it doesn't always, I will send this out to you guys. That way you have the recorded version. I think that's it. Those were, guys, first of all, Joe, awesome stuff. And for you attendees, we had a great group. I love to get interaction like this. So lots of good questions, lots of good answers, lots of interaction. Definitely, if it was me, I would sign up just for the sake of getting the KTI board so I could put it up, and then to get a chance to kind of get a sense whether Joe's a good fit for me, whether he's really going to be able to add value. And it's a great way to kind of do a test and get great value, worth a lot more than what you're putting in.
I just want to say one more thing. I promise everyone who's still on, this $129 is going to be the best value you've invested in a team, because it's not me you're investing in. One, it's yourself. Two, it's our team at the Service Profit Group. And I can tell you right now, I am not a smart man. I have met people, and I have aligned myself with smart people. I only hire and strategize with smart people. Our team at the Service Profit Group is hands down some of the smartest people in this industry. And I promise you, you will get more than $129 worth of value. I promise you.
Awesome. So a bunch of great stuff. Charlie says, great stuff, guys. Thanks. Bob says, thank you. Great job. I think with that, I don't see any other questions. So we will wrap it up there. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for the great interaction. Joe, thanks for bringing it. That was awesome. And we'll talk to you guys.